We're going to play just for 3 hours a night, partly because Tog, I think, can't stay up that late. Or Tog's going to barrel through. No, it's just the reality is after 3 hours, people start fading hard. And it's a lot for playing just 4 hours a week, in a game sometimes. We used to play back in the day for like 10 hours straight, though, but we ain't that young anymore. So my name is Baron. I'm the DM, or Asbog. I'm pretty... this is basically our second campaign for, if you want to call it, second/third campaign for Adventures in Zin. The first one we didn't stream at all. The second one we started Curse of Strahd, and we got about halfway through it, I would say, a third to halfway through it. And we did most of the stuff on the western part of in Barovia, which we did the Crest storyline, we did the Wizard of Wines, and then Yester Hill, mostly. And then I'm just into D&D. I like using this as a creative outlook and creative output, so I'm always trying to become a better DM and ultimately make sure you guys are having fun. And I'm learning all the time and learning what you guys as DMs want or as players want as well. Why don't we just go kind of down the line to Tog?
Okay. First of all, my name's Jamie. Nice to meet you all at a game. Do you want us talking about our characters at all, or just leave the characters until we're in game?
Do whatever you want, man.
I'll leave the characters for in game. It's more fun that way. I haven't actually played online at all. All my stuff's been IRL, face-to-face with people. But obviously I haven't played for a year because of the COVID that everyone knows has been an absolute nightmare. As a player, I've only played maybe 6 or 7 times, but I've DM'd. I mainly DM, and our new DM has been gracious to let me in because there's nothing worse than another DM in a game, which you might find out later on. But hopefully not.
I don't think so.
Be able to keep it to myself. Experience in... I've been doing it for 6 years. 5-6 years with friends, family, mates mainly. What you were saying about women joining, and again, from experience, usually women don't until they see a bunch of guys goofing around, and then it's usually the wives or the girlfriends that feed in, and then they start to get into it, and then they realize it's actually quite fun, just messing around with certain things. But it's not for everyone. I enjoy it. You know.
Why don't we go next to Lucius?
I'm sorry, I was messing with a board. IRL, I'm 20. My name is Simon. What else can I say? I'm in college. Besides that, there's not much going on. And my character, Lucius. I'm a protector SMR and a cleric. I think that's the surface.
Lucius, you were in another game, right? And then the DM was having IRL issues, right?
He is having a burnout still.
Tell me about it. No, I'm just kidding. Are you?
I could, but
Lucius, could you just tone your mic down a smidge? Is Lucius' mic a little loud for you guys?
It's peaking.
Yeah. So can we just?
I turned my mic.
You can turn people down individually, I think, in Zoom.
Oh, nice. Done it before. Let's go down to Marcus Darkbane.
All right. So my name's Neil. I am from central Pennsylvania right now. I have a family, so every now and then you'll see me stare off and hit my mic button because there's 3 kids running around at any given time. I've been in the campaign since the beginning with my brother Baron. At first we started with like a session 0 where it was one person at a time. We all did our individual kind of quests, and then we all met up. And in game, I will hopefully go through all that. But there's a lot of detail, so we'll see how well I do with it when it comes to how we all led up to sitting at the table. What else? I think that's a good start, yeah. My character's a human with a big old sword and is a Oath of Vengeance paladin. So that gives you...
I think you're going to have a nightmare where it comes to a bunch of new people and you're the person that's been consistent. It's going to be throwbacks to you constantly. So I hope you're ready for that.
I mean, the tricky one will be like all the names, because there's a lot of names in this campaign. So yeah. bear with me if I do not remember all the names of all the NPCs. So,
but don't expect you to.
But thank you everyone for joining. I think this will be really fun. So I look forward to it.
Ireena.
My name is Jerica. Everybody calls me Jer. I have a 13-year-old son and my husband who are both big gamers. My husband's a streamer, and I have 0 hand-eye coordination, so I do not join that ever. Well, no, that's a lie. I do try and join it, and then I die a lot. So I'm just kind of there when they basically just need another person to fill out the game. But they always have something going on, so I kind of got into D&D very, very recently, last couple of months, with a friend of mine's husband, kind of just showing me things. But the DM that he has is just kind of, we don't know, he just kind of doesn't show up anymore, so that's kind of gone. I tried to do some through Discord, different communities, and I've done a couple one-shots, but we've started a couple campaigns, and then it just kind of fizzles out. Nobody wants to play anymore. So I'm really glad to be here and hopefully continue on with the campaign. But I do still have a lot of learning to do. So, if I do something wrong or I could do something better, please let me know, because I definitely, D&D is something I definitely want to stay into for a good long while.
Awesome.
I think just to say I'm referring to you're fairly new and stuff. I don't want to speak for everyone, but for me personally, I think some of the funniest moments come from someone that has no clue what they're doing, and they just barrel into saying, "Can you like?" Oh no, but it's funny. So okay. don't worry about it.
All right.
Let's go to Shaq.
Hello, my name is Joe. I started playing a couple months ago. I'm an actor, so I love shit like this. Yeah, what else? I have a bunch of cats. You'll see them running in front of the webcam at some point, I'm sure. So I apologize in advance. My character is a Goliath. That's why his name is Shaquille. So stupid. I'm gonna try voice. We'll see if that's stupid too. We'll see.
Ooh, that's one of those ones you got to stick to. If you start it, you can't stop.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking about trying to voice, but then I was like, then I've got to stick to it the whole time. It's going to go horribly.
To me, you already have a voice, so.
Yeah, that's great.
How enchanting.
Mine's boring, everyday voice.
Yeah, so we have a few more Americans than I originally planned, but that's okay. So basically, I kind of gave you guys the log line. I think I guys sent you some of the information on the campaign, but we're just going to plop you guys down in Vallaki. Vallaki is like this town in the middle of Barovia. You guys are at the Blue Water Inn, where you've basically been hired or requested by Marcus to defeat Strahd. Why you guys are all here for your own different reasons to defeat Strahd, perhaps, or be involved in the campaign. But somehow you've all ended up in Barovia, and now that you're in Barovia, there really is no escape from Barovia. There's a wall of mist that surrounds the entire land, and it cannot be crossed basically without dying. It doesn't kill you outright, but if you enter it in, you might never leave. So it's kind of a Gothic horror game, and you guys ready to begin?
Yeah.
I assume
I believe the mist gives us exhaustion.
Yes.
I think. I don't remember. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
So someone flipped over a time cube. That's okay. That's what happens when you flip over the time cube. So you guys are all in. Oh, we just lost Ireena. Is Ireena there?
She's
frozen in time. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh no. Her internet's pretty good, so I don't know.
Right at the moment. All right. So Marcus leans forward, and you can see that his helmet is off and to the side. His helmet and his armor is like a very shiny kind of metal. Not a special metal, but it has a unique polish to it. You could tell that Marcus is of noble birth just by the way he kind of carries himself and sits up straight. He looks at each one of you with bright blue eyes, and even when sitting, you can tell that he's taller than the average man, 6'4". Although not the strongest you've probably seen around, he still has some strength and like girth about him. And he speaks in a booming voice. He's like, "Welcome everyone. I'm glad you're here. Ireena and myself, we've had this problem for some time here, and we need each one of your help. Before we get started though, and before I can trust you, I need to know a little bit about you first."
You see, panning across directly opposite from Marcus, you see a very short, squat character, a dwarf, that you can tell immediately from the features, a little bit of a bulbous nose, long beard, thinning on top, but in a ponytail, very white, silver hair. You kind of pan down and you realize he's not wearing a shirt, and he's just got this huge gut sticking out from underneath, but that's kind of offset by the fact that he's hugely broad and muscular at the top. He's got like these dirty leather pants on and like leather shoes, and the other thing you notice is he's got 2 axes slung over his back, not huge axes, hand axes, and there's another 2 either side on his hips. You see also he has an earring hanging down from one ear, which is looks like it's made of like a polished stone, and it's a cog that has 4 spokes in it. You see that the hand axes are all like connected on from the back of this leather harness that kind of goes across his chest. It's almost like a cross across his back, that's got a massive hook for the hand axes. And on the front of his chest, you see underneath the beard a stone symbol that has a depiction of a shield with a dwarven face in the middle, a hammer on one side, and an axe on the other side. And he turns to Marcus and he goes, "Well, you know why I'm here. I'm here for the coin, and the coin alone, and you're paying, right?" Just staring at you over a tankard that is way too big for him as he takes a big gulp.
Coin will definitely come in time, but coin and item here have been very challenging to find.
Well, that's not what I've heard. That's the only reason I'm here. There better be coin. Otherwise, that wall out there, I am going right through it, and I don't care what everyone says. I'll be the first to leave.
We will do our best.
And he turns and looks to the huge Goliath guy standing next to him and goes, and nudges him. And you, big man?
Keel looks away shyly. I'm just looking for some adventure.
What's your name?
Keel.
And what do you know of this land?
It's really foggy. It's kind of scary. I kind of just wandered in here by accident. I don't really... I wish I had known that I couldn't get out. Kind of sucks here. It's so dark and damp.
Strahd has done that to this land. He has taken the sky and cast it to where one of the things I'll tell you about is this land has now been cursed to where they can't supply the towns with wine. And so there's been issues with it.
No wine?
Thankfully, I don't drink though, right?
I do.
What a...
Toggelrot kind of looks over. I look over Shaquille's character, the Goliath's character. Does he have anything shiny on him?
He has a singular earring, a hoop earring in his right ear.
Might be a little challenging.
He looks after it and decides against it.
And you? You look like a man of faith.
Me?
Of course, there's no one else sitting at the table.
Yeah, I'm from the Church of I don't really want we don't really speak to outsiders about our goddess, but yeah, I worship a goddess. Oh, what can I say? I'm so sorry.
Claire, you haven't drank too much, have you?
I was trying to figure out if this was in character. I'm sorry, that's like.
Yeah, I haven't keep. I'm not keeping count, so. Yeah.
I lean forward to Marcus a little bit, and I go. You said there was going to be a decent group of fellas that could pull some jobs off. And this is our healer?
Well, I think if you, I leaned back over and I was like, well, he's already said he's had a few. If you buy him a few more, he might be your favorite.
I reach up and slap him on the back and go, beer, and pulls out and then walks over to the bar that's probably a good foot above his head, and he goes, another two.
A large man is there. He's probably like 200 pounds or so. Porky's got ruffles, though. He's pretty well dressed for an innkeep. Clean shaven, but he probably eats a lot of what he makes. He says, come right up.
So I pull out I'm assuming a couple of copper, which I'm accustomed to, throw it on the side, kind of shimmy my way up onto the stool, lean over the bar stool to the barman, and I say, have you heard of any wealthy people around here? Kind of looking around at the inn, and there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of people in wealth.
Well, maybe those hunters over there.
Have a look at the hunters. What can I see of them? What do they look like?
Rough men. They have some bows. They're just kind of enjoying some drinks. They're kind of keeping to their own. Sometimes they're hunting werewolves.
They be dangerous.
He hands you your drinks. The the foam froths over the mugs of beer.
I kind of lick off one of the top of one of them, hand him his coin, turn and walk back to the table, and slam one down in front of the very stuttering cleric. And I'll pat him on the back, and he goes, "Go on, lad. Tell us where you're from."
I'm from. How do I pronounce this? Theo Alari. It says.
Never heard of it.
It's outside Barovia. It's a small elven town that elves and humans live together. And
Yeah, sounds very boring.
and yeah, I came to Barovia to kill a certain thing.
Okay. So you got a bit of a vengeance in you and you want to kill someone. I can get behind that as long as we get some coin.
Vengeance is my specialty.
I don't know, nod towards Marcus.
Ireena, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
I want this curse gone from my lands. I need your help. There's nothing that I won't do to kill this monster that has brought this upon us. And Ireena is super short. Just super short. Not like hog short.
Can I keep eyeline?
Nah, still like a whole head above, but especially sitting next to Marcus, like there's a lot of difference. She just got dark black hair, but I'm sure what Tog is going to notice is she has a necklace around her with 3 shining red balls, and then she has a circlet around her head, also same type of metal, shining silver reddish, like gleams of red, mostly silver, and a horn that is just across her body that she is keeping within hand's reach. And no alcohol near her.
Alcohol.
Well, I want to be clear here. Strahd is cursed. This land is evil and needs to be taken care of, but he's not someone to easily deal with. He's already killed one of our mages, and Ireena and I just returned where he tempted several others to get on a coach never to be seen again. He also has my sister captured inside Ravenloft. And I pull up this map, which you can see. Oh wait, no you can't because it's not up.
Do you want me to pull up the map?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I was like, this is where Strahd resides. I'm gonna wait a moment. I was like, when I originally met Ireena, it was after returning from a haunted place that was owned by the Durst. We ended up helping these 2 children to become buried in the correct way, and that's when we first met Strahd. Although he may come off nice at first, and he does claim nobility, he's far from it, as he's, again, torn the head off of our mage before. I was like, we're here in the city of Vallaki. We're in this particular inn because we helped the Wizard of Wines, the Martikov family, which is over here. Whoops, let's see if I can. Right there. And I point to this area. I came to this land from the far west, and the first place we stopped was Kresk. It seems like all the...
While everyone's looking down at the table, can I scout around everyone and see if they got any coin pouches on them?
I do, and you see that there's not much in there.
I'm
I
taking
also
it.
do.
While anyone that's looking down at this map, I'm going from side to side to pretend I'm getting a better look at the map, and I'm gonna take coin purses off of each and one of them.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
First roll. Sleight of hand. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong. I was gonna say only a +2. I was on someone else's character sheet.
Whoops. Hopefully you're on my character sheet. I have a -1.
Did that roll up? Come up?
21.
Yeah.
So
21.
how it works is everyone else can roll a perception check. We'll start with Lucius first. So why doesn't Lucius roll a perception check?
I'm taking this one off of Marcus.
Okay, just
he
what
was-
you want? Just want to go off Marcus first?
Well, I'll take the first one off of Marcus and then see if anyone else notices me.
Marcus, why don't you roll a perception check as you're kind of talking about this? Kind of go over the map. You notice the dwarf like nudge up to you, but he's able to reach in and steal, let's say, like D20 coins. Why don't you roll D20 and see if Marcus even has any money on him?
How about
Marcus, what type of coin do you have on you?
I technically spent all my money, but I figured I should have some, and so I have 72 silver and
let's
5
say-
copper.
Let's say, if it's okay with you, I cut his purse, so I
Okay.
cut the cord that's holding to it, and like, as I walk past him, I kind of look through it and see that it's just mothballs. And then as I get to the other side of him, I just chuck it onto the map in front of him.
The coin purse?
Yeah, the coin purse.
I'm like, where did that come from? Did I drop it?
Yeah, I just found it on the floor. There's nothing in it. I don't know if someone else stole something earlier from you or.
Can I insight check that?
Oh,
No.
I'm 100% lying. I'm 100% lying. I'm not being sneaky about it. I am lying. You know I'm lying.
Marcus doesn't know because he's very trusting, so he's like, oh, I knew I could trust you guys. Anyways. And I say, it seems the 2 towns we've been in are here and here. And each town is run and similar by a burgomaster. So they're essentially the mayor or the one that runs the town. I have yet to meet the burgomaster for the city of Vallaki. But after helping the Mardikovs, their family owns this and has given us a discount to stay here at this line, Blue Water Inn.
Blue Water Inn.
The inn we're in.
I wrote that down as we went in.
The other thing that's been an unfortunate event is, again, it seems like this land has usually turned people towards the side of darkness. Is we had a druid and we found a amber, and that amber was supposed to be used to potentially restore some of the sunlight here, along with some other potential benefits, but she's disappeared with the amber. She vanished overnight. Which leads us here. And there's a few things that we could do. And this is where I need to know what your skill sets are so we can figure maybe what's the best. Right, Shaq?
Yeah. Many skills.
Toggelrot takes one of the hand axes off his back, puts it down on the table, and he goes, I can kill stuff for coin.
Let's
Guy
see.
likes coin.
If I look, and I pull out like a scrap piece of paper, I was like, there's a few things that we may have to do. We could recover that stone I mentioned, although it's at Ravenloft, which is the most dangerous of locations.
Doesn't sound like a smart idea for a group of people that have no idea what we're doing at the minute.
Right.
I
Well,
don't
we
even
could-
know if this guy really is a cleric, as he nudges.
I'm gonna like touch the axe that is on the table, I believe,
Yep.
and use light, which is a cantrip.
Yep.
Basically, it will glow.
You see, like, as Lucius's hands, almost like made porcelain sort of hands, touch your axe. It starts off as a faint glow and then begins to illuminate the poorly lit inn, which is just, I think, has a fireplace. It's daylight outside, it's 10 a.m. in the morning, but the smoke and it illuminates around there, and the barkeep says, "No magic, please."
I pick up the axe and kind of wave it at the axe. He goes, "Look, it's shiny." Just out in front, and just kind of like using it almost as a glow stick at a rave, and just doing weird sort of things as he's kind of watching it.
I want to lean towards Marcus
Sit back on his
and
back.
just whisper to him, "We're doomed."
Barovia is full of secrets, and unfortunately, this may be the best we got. So I look back to my piece of paper. I was like, Tog, put that down.
Puts it back on his back, slightly glowing, illuminating his silhouette, makes him look a lot taller on the wall opposite because of the light reflecting off him, and you just see him doing this, looking at the silhouette.
I have a troubles to figure out who to focus on, right? Either the guy who's staring at himself, Shaq, who seems a little hard to follow, or Lucius, who's stumbling through a beer. And I look at Ireena, I was like, okay, we could do this. Vallaki itself, for those of you who don't know, there is a festival that they have, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. It's mandatory to attend. I don't remember when it's coming, but it is soon. And so it's something that we remember, that if we don't attend, it comes with some pretty grave consequences. They have a barracks here that they will use to reform people. And I think the reforming is done in not so of a kind way. There's also another thing is there's a book that we read that told us about Strahd and where he came from. His powers originated from a place called the Amber Temple, although we do not know where it is, but I think that would be a place really good to go and explore. I think one of our potentially higher priorities is for some way or another, Strahd has not visited this town in some time, and Strahd likes to drop in. And there's bones missing from the recent Saint Andreal, which is a church in this town. If we can actually find it at the Coffin Maker shop in Vallaki, we could retrieve them and maybe even have our cleric here consecrate it and make this ground safe again for Vallaki.
I can try.
The other things I want to mention is we do have two friends that did not make it to the coach, which is good because I think the people that went on the coach may have vanished forever. At first, his camp was here, and it was Dr. Rudolph van Richten. Here is where we found some of his items and some of his belongings to help him out. And then he's very helpful, although a bit rude if we ever run into contact with him. And then up here, there was an individual who did not have a name, but was a mage who said that he actually defeated Strahd at some point, but Strahd's back.
I just laugh, like, just physically, like, well, obviously not if he's still here.
Since then, he has made camp somewhere here in Mount Baratok to keep a more watchful eye on Ravenloft. So he's another powerful, potentially ally of ours. The last ally I know of, hopefully, is...
You said that your sister was being held captive, right?
Yes, a Jew.
Shouldn't we try to rescue her?
I have once before, in a different land than Barovia. She seems to keep finding ways to get kind of wooed by men.
She was wooed by Strahd or whoever.
I slam her head out of the table and just start laughing and go, so she's one of those lasses. And turns to her and goes, they come back in their time, my friend. They come back in their time.
But she is actually in Castle Ravenloft with Strahd, so to retrieve her may be very difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
She's known how to defend herself before when she was last captured, and I'm hoping she does the same, or maybe that mage may be watching over her.
Well, from what I've heard, this vampire lord, whatever you want to call him, can't be killed by any means. Normal means, from what I've heard. And I don't feel like going into his home and saying, give your sister back, just so he can decapitate me after I decapitate him. I don't think that's probably a smart idea.
This is not a normal group.
No. As I look round at the Goliath, kind of just probably stirring his finger in his drink still. But as it stands, you said you had some business in town at the cemetery. Maybe we should start there.
I will mention, and I do agree with you, that there is an individual, a hunter. I don't recall his name, but he also may be able to be of help when it comes to an ally to defeat Strahd. We saved his daughter, Lake Zarovich. She was being attempted to be drowned by another individual, and we saved her and returned her to, I believe, it was Zarovich Woods. And that's where we were able to befriend a gentleman who otherwise, I think, wanted nothing to do with us. Now he's willing to help. That's all I can think of, but I agree with you, Tog. I think maybe the first thing, maybe visiting the coffin maker and trying to see what Strahd is up to.
Is it a case of he hasn't been here in a long time, Strahd?
That's what they've said, but they do have a statue of him out in the main plaza.
And we're hoping these bones can consecrate the area by the priest. Oh, he laughs at the cleric, who's standing right behind him.
Again, I can try. I don't promise anything, though.
What do you think, Ireena?
I think any help we can give to these people, they will be grateful. And any help, anything that brings light to this land would be good in defeating Strahd.
Is there anything else you want to tell them, Ireena, about your time here in Barovia or your dealings with Strahd?
He seeks me out. He believes that I will be able to break his own curse. Not the curse that he's placed on this land, but his own. I don't know why. I don't know. I have nothing to do with this. But I want him gone. He has bidden me. It hasn't changed me. But he still tries.
I take, like, a slight step back and kind of eye her wearily after I hear that she's been bitten.
Make
I've heard
Perception
some
check.
stories about people that have been bitten. Oh God. Where is it? I know it's bad. 14.
Her skin is lighter, more pale than it should be, even for someone who lives in Barovia. Her hair is more vibrant. Something is wrong.
I get just a little bit further away, maybe stand the other side of the Goliath and at the other end of the table and just kind of hunker down there. just in case.
I lean over to Ireena and say, maybe you should be holding the coin.
Yes.
Do I hear this?
I whispered it, so I don't know. You did move very far from her.
Yeah.
At some point, too, I think that the Burgermaster here, Burgermaster Valakovich, may seek an audience with either myself or us, and that would be definitely wise to attend. It's good to get acquaintances, rules of the city, and see if there's anything we can do to help them. I do know that also the captain here, Isaac, who does have a strange arm, said that if we wanted to help, we could also travel to deal with a werewolf problem that's been taking the civilians of this area who venture outside the town walls.
Okay.
Where no werewolves, please.
Jack, what's the first time you talked?
They scare me. As Shaquille, he looks over to Tog, and he goes, "Are you hiding behind me?"
No, I'm not hiding behind you. You're just very large and in the way.
Thank you.
Yep. So, where do you want to start? I'm just looking for coin. I could sit in here all day, but kind of looks down at his pouch and then it's grown a little slim. Sorry, camera focus. And he goes, but I could do with some more coin. As I survey the room again and stare at them hunters that are off in that other corner.
You see the hunters. One of them has like a long, gray beard. A bow is at his side. A few arrows. He's just having a good morning, late morning breakfast. A couple children of the Mardukov family who run the inn are kind of running around and playing.
I stay next to Shaq for now.
I say we start by going to the coffin makers, and hopefully we get something. I will tell you though, and I pull out a chain that's in my backpack, and I show them. Like, this is a chain that looks... I don't actually know what it looks like, DM, so you might have to describe it. The
Why don't you
bull
describe
chain.
it?
I don't know what it looks like. How do you want me to make it up?
Make it up.
I pull out this chain and it's all black, although it shines like an unnatural metal. And you see it's twisting with two snakes that are eating each other on either end. And I was like, this is a chain from Boole. It was actually controlling a gentleman that was stole the bones at first. We were able to talk with them without hurting him too badly. And,
Can I see that chain?
Sure, but I do recommend you touch it with great caution.
Mm-hmm.
So I do you grab it?
I grab it. Can I inspect it? Like, do I have to roll something or?
Do you want to? What are you trying to do? You trying to just use a religion check?
Could be, I guess.
Let's roll a religion check.
That's 13.
something's wrong with the necklace. It appears to be a distortion of one of the gods of Zin, the god of greed, but it's twisted in a way. And as you touch it, you feel something twisting you a little bit as it bends. The magical power bends within. You have one hand on the chain, the other on holding it like this, and it's not a good feeling, especially for one so divine as yourself.
It's dark, right?
It's made of obsidian.
Yeah. Can I can I use light on it?
Yeah.
The cantrip, so it glows.
It glows. And you hear the barkeep say, "Please, no magic."
It's just light.
He shakes his head and he's like polishing off the counter.
And I hand over the glowing chain. Here you go.
Thanks. And I put it back in my bag. I was like, I don't ever suggest you put it on the last person that controlled their mind.
Okay.
As you can tell, and I'm sorry to be so dreary, but that's what this land is. So our idea is to rip this wound off, which is Strahd and the people that follow him. So I do suggest being careful.
Or get really, really drunk.
They may help. And I was like, and I lean over to Ireena. I was like, "Oh boy, I don't know if we could do this."
It's the only chance we have.
I polish off the rest of my tankard that I had, slam it down on the table, and go, "Right, so where are we going?"
DM, could you pull up the city map?
Sure. As Tog says that, the foam on his beard, drenches.
It's all dripping down the big beard that's almost plaited at the end and just slowly making its way through. I think you'll find some of my lunch in there as well.
Delicious.
It's keepers for later.
Snacks.
Okay.
Right. So I point with the DM's help. I'm like, here's where we are right now.
Okay. I mean, you're like just somewhere in the city, guys.
Oh, great.
I can pull up the actual map if you really want me to.
No, I mean, that's fine. Do I actually know where the coffin maker shop is? I'm pretty sure you've told me and I don't remember.
Yep, you know where it's at.
When I see him kind of scratching his head, I go up to the bartender and I go, "Good sir. Do you know where the Undertaker is, coffin maker? Where it would be, where I can get hold of him?"
A lot of dead bodies.
He must be a popular guy then.
Oh, his name is Vandervolt.
Yeah, the barkeep nods as Marcus says that.
I turn and I go, "So we know where we're going?" Right goes, turn around, pat Marcus on the back, and start heading towards the door.
This is where it is on the map, guys. It's over here.
Right. All right.
I follow Marcus's lead to a place where he knows where it is.
And I definitely know where it is.
Yes.
We
all follow him.
600 wrong turns. We do 4 lefts, and I'm there scratching my head, going, "Wait, that can't be right."
You guys are passing through, going south, really, I would say. Passing through the main hub of the city. The city's population is probably only about 1,200 people, something like that. It's, by city standards, it's not huge, but the town square the traffic is coming out. There's slight drizzle of rain is pouring on your heads as I change some of the music and scenery. And you guys are walking off to the Coffin Maker South.
Do we see the signs or bulletins for the festival, for the jamboree?
Yes, you do. Give me 1 second.
I read it.
That's good because I can't.
Okay.
As we're walking along, I'm going to turn to the Goliath and go, so, whereabouts? You said you just wandered in here. So, are you local to this place?
Yeah, you could say that. I'm from a little place called Hoop Town. You heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Magical place, right behind the inn, if I remember.
Not exactly, but a little farther off. But yeah.
Okay, we must be talking about. They got the same name, just different places.
Are you messing with me or?
No, not at all. Taking a slight sidestep away from the big man, just so I don't get kicked.
You guys are passing through the main town square. The shops and homes enclosed the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. The north end of the square stands a row of stocks, like stockades, where you see basically prisoners, if you want to call it, but basically people are being shamed in the middle of the town square. A few guards are posted. You can tell by their garb. And locked in the stockades are several men, women, and children wearing a crude donkey plaster heads. So they have these heads on, covering their head. People are eyeing you sort of suspiciously as you walk by. And there is a statue of someone made of, Lucius, made of the same metal that you looked at before. It appears to be a statue of Strahd in the center of the town square that they've simply not removed.
Okay.
Do you guys want to do anything in the town square?
I go up to one of the guards, walk up to him, and
I was gonna do the same.
Yeah,
so we're walking together. Both of us walk over together.
He looks down at you and he smiles. He's like, "Yes, how may I help you?"
That ain't creepy at all. I say to the to the priest.
I say it's like they encourage smiling here.
And I just put on a big smile and I go, yeah. So, what's that little one done?
Little what?
To the child, the little one, the child that's in the stocks there. What's he done?
Unhappiness.
Unhappiness.
Burgomaster's orders. All will be well.
Oh dear.
So if they're happy, they will be released?
This is their punishment. Handed down by the magistrates.
Okay. What is exactly their punishment?
This one, I'm not sure. Exactly. I was not there for the sentencing.
Oh, okay. Do you think that I could ask them?
No speaking to prisoners.
Okay.
I turn to Lucius and like go, this guy's creepy as fuck.
Yes.
I think we should leave.
Can I
Maybe come back later.
do I sense that he's being like controlled through magical means?
Without using like detect magic or an actual spell, you probably wouldn't do it. I could let you roll an Arcana check if you want. The DC would be
Hold on.
20.
Is there, like, the scenery, is there any, like, boxes piled up near the stocks? Is it on a stage? Is it just all open in the middle of the square? Or is there anything I could hide behind is what I'm trying to get at?
Of course,
Okay,
as a master, barbarian, man of the mountains, or dwarf of the mountains, you could find a place to hide if you want to around here. If you want to just kind of sneak away.
I'm going to turn around and walk away while...
From the guard?
From the guard.
He said, as you walk away, the guard goes, "All will be well."
I put my thumb up behind me and I go, "Have a good day." And as I kind of almost break line of sight with him behind maybe
You go into like an alleyway or something.
Shaq. Yeah, I'm going to try and sneak back into the square, moving from box to box. So if Lucius is facing the guard, I'm facing Lucius from the other side. So breaking line of sight.
I'm gonna use detect magic.
You're actually going to cast a spell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As
dark.
he starts casting, I was like, that's probably not wise. As you start raising your hand,
You start trying to maybe cast the somatic components to it and the verbal stuff.
I have the Watercaster feature, so I don't have to do the somatic.
Okay.
Um,
Marcus is trying to tell you not to cast magic in front of the guards.
you may come out happier than you expect.
Why?
I was like, if you want, we could attend one of the court hearings, and I could show you what they do to people who don't follow the rules of the town.
So, the town rules is no magic?
No magic, actually, as a point of clarification, DM, do we actually have our weapons on us?
I will allow you guys to have your weapons on you.
Okay. So it's like,
I'm starting to sneak towards the stockades, especially the one with the kid that's in it.
I was like, general rules of this land, and even though I haven't met the burgomasters, if you cast a spell or you draw a weapon, you'll probably have a bad time.
Okay. All I want then.
Now let's go to Tog real quick. Tog, the stocks are kind of in the middle of the square in a way, so you can't be stealth. I allow you to roll stealth. You rolled high, but not high enough. A guard looks and notices you approaching the one stock with the kid. He looks back and smiles like, "Can I help you?"
I just lean down, try and pick something up off the floor, make it look like, and he goes, there it is, I dropped it, and then pretend to put it in my pocket, turn around and walk away.
The kid that's in the stock, we'll say it's a girl, probably maybe 11 years old, has a donkey hat on her. She hears you kind of near her. You see her head just shift towards you a little bit.
As I'm kind of walking away then, if she can hear me, I go, "You're right, lassie. Do you need help?"
She doesn't really respond.
Oh, that's tough. Seeing the Marcus and sorry, I've totally mind blanked on Ireena. It's just standing there, kind of not really doing anything. I'm gonna turn and walk away really hard, but I'm gonna turn and walk away.
Okay.
I say, Lucius, I don't think these people are under a spell. I think they're under a fear by force.
I agree.
Mr. Marcus, sir, is there any way to help these children, or are they just possessed?
No, I mean, my guess is this is a far less punishment than going through their reformation process. I've not seen it. There's actually the blacksmith I was trying to get a hold of here, and that smith is now being reformed. I haven't seen him in some time.
I don't want to know what that word means.
I want to just urge everyone to get to the Undertaker, to get out of the streets away from the guards.
I kind of make my way back round a long way to the group on the other side, but on the way we were heading, assuming we're going that general direction, and try and catch their eye as they're walking towards me.
This place seems to be controlled by fear, where the last town I hopefully liberated, I haven't returned, was, it seemed almost like a cleric was taken over by something evil and was patching people together and raising the dead.
So we should go.
Yikes.
Now,
I don't think this land is very, very forgiving.
It once was.
You said that Ireena skin looks whiter than usual, but whatever.
Like, you notice her face is like missing like wrinkles. There's no moles. Her skin is porcelain, almost slightly pale. Some of the veins in her neck, and you can see them protrude a little bit.
Okay.
Like through the skin, like the you can see the veins, the blue streaks and so forth.
Okay. So Ireena, what are you?
I'm human.
Okay.
just ask people that.
Yeah.
It's rude.
What are you though?
My mother always taught me is don't ask who they are and don't ask their age.
Shit.
At this point, I catch up and okay. Well, she's a lot better looking than the female dwarfs. Their beards are longer than mine. And then kind of points and I go, Undertakers that way?
Yeah, we're getting closer.
You guys are walking off to the
Go ahead and
walking kind of more to the southeast part of town, as the rain patters across the cobblestone streets. Your footsteps splash across them. The coffin maker's place is like over here. You guys want to be super technical about it. You guys arrive in front of it. The foot traffic on the street, it's a little less busy as we've gone away from some of the shops of the town center and to more of a quieter part of town. You see an uninviting shop that is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All the windows are shuttered and are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the shop. What do you guys do?
This looks like an inviting place. We should go in.
this whole place is creepy. But, oh well.
Feels-
And I just walk through the door, barge open the door and go, hello!
Feels
You
like
walk-
home.
You walk up to the door. The door.
Yeah, I don't even knock. I try and barge it open.
It seems to be shut tight. Locked.
Bounce off it a little bit.
Bounce
Can I
off.
knock
Your
on
little dwarf, your body, your little plate mail that you have kind of on you. You knock on it.
Start banging on the door quite loudly.
No answer. You wait for like 15 seconds or so. No one's answering.
I kind of look around. Is there any like alleyways around like the sides of the buildings at all?
Yeah, the shop is isolated, but there's other buildings nearby.
If I can, I'm gonna kind of walk to like the corner of the building and look down it to see what's down there.
Nothing unusual.
Is there any other windows or doors or no?
You guys see the Tog, the berserker dwarf, kind of walking around, trying to appraise the situation. All the doors and everything seems to be locked up, shuttered. Doesn't seem to be an active place of business, regardless.
We may want to wait till the evening if we want to find a alternative way in.
I can get us in now.
Oh, then by all means.
As long as the big man's standing behind me.
Go on then.
What are you guys going to try to do?
I'm gonna kind of position Shaquille kind of like against me to the door, so I'm kind of like hidden behind him, and I'm gonna try and lockpick the door. If it's possible.
There's a lock pick, but and I'm gonna say, yeah, you unlock the door, and as you're unlocking the door, the man who apparently owns the shop, hears you kind of coming in, so you hear some footsteps kind of patter as the last tumbler of the lock comes down.
As I hear him running towards, I'm going to start banging on the door, and then it's obviously going to push open.
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
like,
I'm hoping.
and as you're trying to do it, he like shuts it, and you hear the guy shut behind the door. You can't even see it. You just see the shadows of footsteps beneath it. He says, "Go away." It's an older man, older voice though. Go away.
I say, Vandervolt, we just need to speak for a minute.
Nothing to speak about. Close.
Well, there's always plenty of business for a coffin maker. We just need your time for a few minutes.
You got dead that need
We
to
might.
be buried.
I could get you some dead, if you like.
Well, closed. Go away.
I want to. Do we actually have any coins? Do we have any cash at all?
Yeah, I have like 70 silver.
I do as well. Not 70 silver, but I do have money.
I want to pick up Marcus's coin purse and start jingling it near the door.
I pick up my coin purse because it's not really rattling because there's nothing in there because I saw it earlier. I pick up my coin purse, it's a bit more substantial, and go in front of the door. I go, "We got coin."
Yes.
You hear him like lock the door behind him, and he's like, "No thanks." You hear him walk away from the door.
I turn and go, that was rude. I can still get us in if you like.
I've never met the man, so I don't know if he's also wearing a necklace or if he's the one who gave the necklace to the person who stole the bones. But he pointed us in this direction. This is our main lead.
So we want to go in there and talk to this man.
Yeah, I want to.
Unless you have a better idea.
As soon as they say yeah, I'm not going to bother with lockpicks. I'm going to kick the door as hard as I can.
Just gonna kick the door down?
Yeah, I'm going to kick it down.
Can I help?
I was going to suggest our Goliath help.
You guys look around. There is a few people on the street that would kind of notice you breaking and entering into this place, but I mean, the Goliath's kind of blocking off the way it's being kicked in. Let's have Tog roll a strength check with advantage, DC 15, to break down the door with the help of Lucian the cleric.
Is there just athletics, did you say? Sorry?
Yeah, we can do athletics cleric.
Oh, God. I'm glad I got advantage.
Yeah, you roll a nat 1, pops up.
Jeez.
There you go, that's better.
The door kicks down. The coffin maker isn't too far away. We're going to why don't we put out our models in front of the doorway here?
As soon as the door's down, and I'm gonna shout him and go, "You laddie, stop! We need to talk to you." And I'm gonna be as aggressive as I can, basically trying to intimidate him to not do anything.
Give me a second while I put out his model here.
FYI, I don't have my wings out.
You sure?
I am.
So pretty.
He's in here, you know, not very far. Actually, the main door area is over here. We're going to assume that. But yeah, there's like a back door area. Which way are you trying to kick in? Actually, I got his model in here already. See how prepared I am? Let me take a look here.
Wherever door he was at and just left from, I'm kicking it. I don't know if it's the front or the back. I'm assuming...
Which way you want to come in, Tog? You want to come in through this way or this way?
Well, if there's less people seeing me from... If I noticed there was a back door, I'll come in the back door.
We'll say you come in the back door. He's in here. Henrik Vandervolt. He's an older man, obviously, with... let's move your model up. Where are you at?
And I'm a follow him, by the way.
Thank you, guys. You're moving up here. Basically, and then, you know, Shaq was blocking you guys like this. Lucian, you're actually over here because you were helping kick the door down like this. Ireena is a little, you know, sus of what's going on, I guess. Henrik is just kind of stunned. His eyes glazed over, bags are under his eyes. He's obviously a little distraught as you take a first glance at him, and he's obviously shocked. Did you roll your intimidation check on him?
I will do now.
Are your weapons drawn?
As I kick down the door, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
22.
He's kind of stunned. He takes a step back. Are we moving into the house?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna go right up to him.
Okay.
And basically
I'm a follow as well.
And basically with one of the weapons that are in my hands, I'm kind of gonna go grab him on the wrist and go, "Sit down. We need to talk to you."
There's not really, you guys see in this room, there's just a bunch of coffins, you know, around here. There's not really a place to sit, but I guess you just plop his ass on the rim here.
On the
Not a
floor.
closed coffin.
Yeah, I'm basically telling him to sit on the floor because at the minute he's still taller than me, and I don't like it.
What you want?
I shut the door, though, by the way. I was like, you guys stay here.
You guys can move your model, right? Move your own models in position. So how we do with the model moving, guys, is you have control over your model. I don't like touching your model. That way you have the most agency of the model. But if you want to do something while we're doing stuff like this, so the battle board is down, that doesn't mean combat occurs, but it just gives you a reference point, right, of what's going on. And he's he's sitting there kind of defeated. He's like, what?
I'm going to turn to Marcus and I go, "I've got you, man. Now, what did you want to know?" Kind of looking a bit puzzled.
So Vandervolt, I was like, unbutton your top two. What is he wearing?
He's wearing, like, you look at his model, it's like a bunch of just like commoners' clothing, dusty. You look around just around here, there's maybe some hammers, some coffins are open.
I pull his shirt down and like rip it and see if he's wearing a necklace.
Nothing. He's just like,
why?
He's like, please. He's like, don't steal from me.
Stop, he's an old man.
Yeah, he has a straggly white beard.
Remember the necklace you touched?
Yeah.
I make sure he's not wearing it, so then I pulled the necklace out and I was like, "Do you know where this came from?"
No. He looks over at this like giant Goliath, like his head is bumping across the ceiling a little bit.
I was like, "Well, in that case, let's talk for a minute." And I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Nice.
Okay, he's gonna make a will save, I think. I'll roll a d20 here. I roll a 4, so he fails the saving throw.
Terribly.
He's like, please don't kill me.
Sir, we just need to ask you a few questions. Do you know anything about this necklace?
The necklace. I just do what I'm told.
Not the question.
No.
Who told you?
Now,
Who's giving you orders?
here's how the Zone of Truth works. He can only answer yes or no questions, but he answers them truthfully. He cannot lie.
As this conversation is starting, I'm going to start casing the room, see if there's anything of interest.
Sure.
Any dead bodies to steal something off of?
Let me just kind of tell you what we got going on here. Give me a second while I pull up the map.
No, I'm reading the spell. It doesn't say anything about yes or no. It just says they can't speak a deliberate lie within the
Okay.
radius.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
they can misinform
Right.
you. They can tell the truth, but they're not answer the question.
But
There's
they can say more than just yes and no.
Yeah.
Tog, in this room,
But-
there's just a bunch of haphazard coffins. You're kind of just doing a general inspection here, and there's nothing of value, really, so to speak. I mean, obviously, there's you see some doorways. There's also a door going upstairs. You take a little peek. The coffin maker shop is eerie, but you do hear the pattering of, rain outside hitting the windows. What do
Aren't
you
we
guys
all in the zone of truth?
do? It's 10-foot
Yes.
sphere, so yeah. If you're
15.
standing... Yeah, it's casted on this guy, so...
We're all in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
We're all in the zone, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Okay.
if you want to be.
So Ireena, what are you?
I was like, not now, Lucius.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you know? Who gave this to you? Who gave you this necklace, or did you make it yourself?
I did not make the necklace.
Who gave it to you?
No one. I had never seen that necklace.
Do you have the bones of Saint Andrews, or do you know where they are?
He points upstairs.
Where is it exactly?
Upstairs.
Where is it exactly?
I'm
In
gonna
the
head
corner of the
upstairs.
room. Okay. Lucius heads upstairs.
Are there any traps up there? Or unpleasant surprises?
He shakes his head.
Is Lucius already gone?
You want to stop him before he's halfway up the stairs.
No, I don't stop him.
Okay.
I just stand at the bottom of the stairs, just kind of peeking round.
You sure?
Not
We'll
actually
have-
moving up.
I want to
Upside down.
have... Let's have Tog make an investigation check looking up the stairs before Lucius steps onto something.
I have a pretty high passive perception, so I think.
Did you
I
say
wouldn't notice.
investigation?
Yeah, well, yeah, because you're kind of searching for traps. You notice Lucius is about to step on what appears to be some type of trap. It's hard to tell. You see like a glimmer happen right before his foot comes down. Do you want him to step on this thing? It seems to be
I'll let it
connected.
happen.
You just let it happen.
I let it happen.
Lucius, you step on something, a magical effect goes off, but you hear like a whisper. I want to say like, "Shh," and you feel like a gust of wind pass right through you, and it appears to be going outside, heading east. I've triggered a trap.
So that was weird. I keep going up.
Okay. What else do you guys do?
After I see him just walk past it and seem to be unharmed, I'm going to start following him up, avoiding the space where I noticed there was a trapo, just in case it re-triggers.
Okay, so we're just gonna we're splitting the party up. So this is how when we split the party up, guys. I move you guys over here for now, and then we're gonna spend like a few rounds or whatever, and then we'll go to the other group. Okay.
Okay.
You're down there with. I'm gonna assume you're down there with Henrik. What do you guys do? Henrik looks defeated. He looks down at the ground.
We mean to not harm you, but who told you to do this?
I don't know his name.
Why
Where-
did they do this? Sorry.
Strahd does not want the bones in the church to be really consecrated.
I want to ask him, where do you meet this person? Where do you meet your master?
They found me. They use me. If I don't do what they tell me, they will kill me.
So where do you meet them?
They meet me here.
When do they come next?
Just tell us what you know. How many?
He shrugs. He doesn't know.
They just show up. When's
I'm
the
gonna
last
go
time
back.
they came?
I'm gonna go to the group upstairs for now. So this is how it's gonna work. I'm just gonna move you guys out here for a second while we change this state to the second floor state. You see how the map changes like that? You come up the stairs up to here, guys. You guys are like this, but Toggle is behind you. Which way are we going? We're going to go to the door on the left or the door on the right as we come up the stairs. You've triggered
I
a
would
trap
go
that
to the
appears to
left.
be up here, I would say. Okay, we're going left to this room here. Now, in the future, some of the zones, they have like a fog of war attached to them, right? So I remove like certain things, but okay, let's just move your guys' model into here. We'll move Toggle in them, and I will describe the room. This is a large room with strung cobwebs and mostly upper floor here. Stacks of wooden planks lie amid several crates marked junk.
Can
And
I
here's some of the crates.
investigate?
Yeah, roll an investigation check. What do you want to do, Tog?
As he's doing that, I see him looking through the junk pile.
Yeah,
and I
just
go,
like there's just some like wood logs and stuff here. That's what you're looking through right now, but you don't see anything.
I turn and say, it says it's junk, and I just carry on walking into the room to see what else I can see.
I rolled a 5, so
Yeah, it is what it is. There's like crates and stuff like that. Do we want to open one of these crates?
I'll go to the middle and pry open like these two crates that are in front of me.
Well, we'll just pry open one of them for now.
Or one of them. Yeah.
Do you have a crowbar?
I
I
don't
think
actually think I do. I don't, but I'll use one of my hand axes and just bash in the top.
Okay. You swing down, you crack it open. You look back, you see a well-dressed man. And clothing, his eyes are closed. He opens his eyes and sees you. As he opens his eyes and smiles, you see fangs appear in his mouth. And we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh my god!
And
There's a guy in a box!
so we're going to go back downstairs for like a round maybe before we start the initiative count.
Jesus Christ.
As soon as I see this, I'm fairly certain I would just shout it out. There's a guy in a box!
Yep. You guys hear that? What are we doing? And that's when we're going to start the initiative count. So we'll start the initiative count now. And do we need to take a break? Or are you guys good?
I'm good.
I'm going to take
I could go.
I'm going to take a
I could
5-minute
go
bathroom.
to the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a 5-minute break, guys.
Okay,
While I
thanks.
set up the models and stuff. You guys are fine. You guys are fully rested at full HP.
Depends how many of these boxes have them in.
You guys ready? I'm going to roll for initiative. There we go. You see on the right. So the vampire spawn rolled an 8. You see that? So Toggle, you're up first. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go hello, and then see him like climbing out the box. I'm assuming, and on the first sort of...
He leaps out of the box with like, I want to say like he floats almost out of the box, just upon the wind. He's trying to attack you.
Oh, right. In that case, for the fact that he scared me and I don't like that, I'm going to rage to begin with.
Yeah. I'm going to use my reaction, Warding Flare. When I or an ally is attacked, I
Not
can
attacked yet.
like what?
I'm not attacked yet, is the only thing.
Oh, but he was about to attack you, right?
Lucius,
I mean,
look on the
I mean,
right-hand side of the tabletop simulator screen. You'll see the initiative count order. Toggles up first, then Ireena, then Lucius and Marcus, and the vampire spawn is second to last.
Okay.
you enter this. Your eyes go like bloodshot red, kind of drunk from this morning's brew, a little bit, buzzing a little bit, and you just enter your muscles pulse. And you enter a bloodthirsty rage. What do you do?
I'm going to rage, and I'm just going to swing with my axe. Take both of them off of my back, and swing down with the first one, which is...
Roll an attack roll.
The magic one. So
Awesome.
+7.
Roll for damage on that one as your axe strikes into the shoulder of the vampire spawn.
Not great damage. Oh, max roll.
So
Nice.
take out the token, put down 10. If you do radiant damage, that needs to go on a separate token, guys. So remember your little HP tokens we were practicing with before? You're going to put those on. You don't have to put it down on these maps and stuff. We can just put it off to the side like over here, right?
Okay.
Just as long as we kind of just keep it together a little bit. In case there's more of these guys.
For some reason, that hasn't added my rage damage, so it's actually 12, because I got +2 for rage damage.
D&D Beyond is not perfect, so it requires some manual input.
So that's my first attack. And that was loud.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Thankfully, mine kind of muted that.
I blow your eardrums.
So that was my first attack. So second attack, I'm going to take. Again, it's with the same weapon.
Awesome.
So 16 to hit. Does it hit?
I think they have an AC of 18. Let me take a look. They have an AC of 15, so you hit.
So I hit. So I roll my damage again.
One of your axes strikes in the shoulder, the other into its kneecap.
2 max rolls. Jesus.
Awesome. We're off to a good start. Tog, welcome to the
another-
campaign.
Another 12 damage, so 24. And then I'm gonna...
What's this 40-something over here? We see 40 points of damage over here. You guys messing with me?
And then I am going to bonus action attack with my offhand because I've got the dual wielder feat.
Awesome. That's a hit.
16 to hit.
Kicking butt, Tog, as you enter a bloodthirsty barbarian rage. Just going ham on this guy.
I've rolled 3 max damage die.
Roll it up. Add it to the counter.
That's another 11 points of damage.
Lucius, you guys downstairs hear like fighting basically going on upstairs. You hear the dwarven barbarians scream.
I'm just and that ends my turn. I'm gonna actually, can I move slightly round him so I'm not stopping?
Yeah, you can be right there for sure. How do you like this, Tog? You like this?
That ends my turn.
Cool.
What's that, sorry?
You like this battle map type thing going on here, Tog?
Yeah, it's good. It's like normal tabletop.
Yep. Let's go down the line to Ireena. You hear these screaming upstairs. It can only be one thing. A dwarf has gotten into trouble.
I'm gonna run up the stairs to see what the dwarf has done.
Let's move your model up to here. As we're gonna say, you can go up here and we'll begin the combat with you. You can start your action. You can move up to here or here if you want to. Take your model. I think your model's over here. Right here. I'll help you out.
Yep.
Boop.
Thank
I'll
you.
help you out. Boom, there you are. And you see this vampire spawn. Like this well-dressed man in a dark cloak. Obviously, you see a bunch of fray and straw or whatever. Obviously, they were using it for some kind of crypt. This is foul. What do you do,
Okay.
Ireena?
I'm going to use acid arrow.
Okay. Do I get a dex save on that or no?
Let's find out.
For half? Yeah, I do.
You do?
But now if it hits him, it does damage to everyone in 5 feet. So it's going to hit Tog too, I think, right?
Yep. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually going to hit Tog and we'll say it doesn't hit Lucius. Hold on, Lucius, move your model back there, buddy.
I was just measuring.
Okay. To measure, guys, if you do need to make any type of measurements, hit the F4 key, left click and hold, and that will make your measurement for you in inches.
Ooh.
Kind of cool, huh?
That's like so counterintuitive to use F4 as a key in a program.
It's just tabletop simulator. It's just how it works.
Yeah.
Ireena, he passes his dex save, so
Okay.
he takes I think half damage. Did you roll the damage?
Half.
So I'll just add it to his token here. 5 damage.
Yep.
Now, does Toggle get hit with it still, or I'm not sure?
Hold on.
I think I do. I think I have to make a save against it, and it does the same damage. It's 5 foot. I mean, I'm fairly certain it's a 5
Make
foot
a dex
radius.
save, Tog.
It actually doesn't even say. It says
Okay. I'm thinking of another
it's
spell
just
or something.
a range burst of acid. Make the ranged spell attack against the target. On a
Yep.
hit, it takes 4d4. On a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much.
Oh, it's acid arrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right. Sorry, I misheard.
Ireena, is your turn over?
I think I'm gonna come further into the room.
Well, that's about it. Since you had to run upstairs,
There.
that's about as far as you
Okay.
get.
Gotcha.
Because you
Then,
guys
yeah.
separated, right?
Right.
Did
Not
you add
working
your
as a
damage?
team. Yep. Did you add
No
your damage to the
token.
token over here, Ireena?
I thought I did.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so
Uh,
5.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's okay, guys. That's what we're here for. It's going to be like a slow first session as we get accustomed to the mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
Lucius, you're up.
I'm gonna point at the vampire and use Sacred Flame.
Okay. Do I get a save on that?
Dex
Okay.
16.
The vampire, as its arm is covered in acid. I rolled a 11 plus 3, so he did not pass your save, I think. What's your spell save DC?
He 16.
He didn't pass.
Yeah. He takes 11 radiant damage.
Okay, so what we're going to do with the radiant damage on vamps is I have this blue token over here, guys. Add the 11 back to this guy right here. As you see the acid burns on you that you've caused him already begin to heal over. He's regenerating. So add that damage there, Lucius, right here to this token here. You see that? The blue token? Yep. Good job.
Whoops.
Okay.
No. Yeah, that's it.
Let's go to, as your turn over, Lucius. Do you want to do a move action at all?
I wanna do... What is it? Hold on. I'm gonna use my bonus action to spawn my... it's a hit DC, never mind. My spiritual weapon. It lasts for 1 minute.
As a bonus action? Now
It is a bonus.
here's the problem with spells, guys. If you cast a bonus action spell, the only other spell
can't.
you can cast is a cantrip. Boop. So he cast a holy fire spell, which is an action cast, I think. Right?
Sacred Flame is a cantrip, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain it
Sacred
is
Flame,
a
it's a
cantrip.
cantrip.
You guys know your rules.
Yeah, it
you
is.
guys are
It
kicking
is. It
butt.
is.
So do you want to cast a bonus action spell? You want to cast a spiritual weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me
16 to hit. 17 to hit. Sorry.
Now you summon a spiritual weapon. What does this weapon look like? We're gonna put it right here in front of the vampire, right there. I have it at this
A
like below top.
floating spectral weapon. I'm gonna say like it glows as the same color as my wings.
Awesome. Roll to hit, right? Roll to attack. Roll.
17 attack. 3 plus 5, so 8 damage.
So add that to the counter, the red counter over here. The vampire spawn is bloodied, which means he's over half HP has been damaged. You reduced it, so you need to add that damage. Let's go back to 40.
Yeah.
And then add the damage if you can, hitting the add button.
Oh, so sorry.
No, you're fine. Let's go to... All right, is your turn over there, Lucius?
It is. It is.
Oh, we're going to
Just
say
so you're
talk.
aware, my offhand attack is non-magical. I don't know if yours have non-magic resist. If you're taking that into account, or
You have to reduce it by half then. So whatever you did there, you have to reduce it by half there, Toggle. Thanks for bringing that up.
Damn.
Let's go to Marcus.
Are you gonna run?
He just sits there.
I hit him in the head with my thing, but it's to knock him out.
He's knocked out.
And then I'm gonna make my move action to run up the stairs.
Okay. We're going to say your character is here. Is that okay?
That sounds good.
We're going to go to now the vampire spawn. Vampire spawn are just products of the vampire lord himself. He only regenerates 10 HP a round. You see the acid burns on his arm slowly begin to heal, but pretty quickly. He's surrounded by like a spiritual weapon in front of him and Toggle, so he reaches out to attack Toggle. Let me see what he can do, guys.
Hey.
Poor Toggle.
you wee bastard.
Yep,
Could
go
I
ahead.
use my reaction?
You already used one of your reactions, right? Oh no, you want to use
Oh
it
no,
against
I
him?
didn't.
Yeah, you're right. What do you
yeah.
want to do?
I want to use my warding flare.
Okay. What does that do?
It basically gives him disadvantage on
Attacks.
yeah, on attack roll, on the attack roll.
Do I have a save on that or no?
No.
No save, so he just has disadvantage on attacks. Just one creature
Yeah.
for one round, or how does it
Yeah.
work? Okay.
It's basically just that one attack.
Okay.
You interpose divine light between yourself and your attacking enemy, and because I'm level 6, I can use this reaction on allies
Awesome.
when allies are being attacked.
This flash of light erupts between Tog and the vampire spawn. He rolls a 14 on Tog. See how I did that, guys?
14 misses.
So he, with disadvantage, he missed. He has multi-attack, though. Let me see how many attacks. He reaches out and tries to bite Toggle. Now his second attack, that was only one attack, like you said, with the warding flare. So the second attack hits for a 22.
That hits.
Yeah.
Then
Actually, he doesn't hit with a grapple, but it's still +6. Let me see. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to read the rules on this a little bit.
it's fine.
Toggle he's trying to, instead of trying to do damage to you, he's trying to grapple you. So he reaches. Yeah, you have to use a strength or an athletics check. It's your decision. The DC is 13.
22.
So you pass it. So you don't take any damage, but as he reaches out, he hits you, right? Instead of doing damage, he tries to grapple you.
Grapple me.
Now, wait a minute. I made a mistake. Oh no, wait. So actually, you're already grappled. So if he hits you, he already grappled, from what I understand. And so, but if you,
That's probably right.
yeah, you're already grappled. So if you can, I think we have a grappled status icon over here. Remember these status icons I was telling you about, guys, over here? They're all alphabetized. So see this grappled one with the little guy surrounded by hands? You're gonna take this one and drag it out like that, Tog, if you can. And yeah, just put it on your character. So
I
Tog,
don't make it. Oh, right, there you go.
see that? Pretty cool, huh? So we don't forget,
Nice.
that you grappled. We can just put it next to your guy too. That works too, right? But that way we kind of know Tog is grappled by this. So we have changed some of the grapple rules. For instance, I just think it's kind of, now this is a rule that you guys can think about. When you're grappled, you can't use your weapon attacks.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's kind of stupid. Like, say if someone grappled Marcus and he has this huge sword and he's
You can
swinging his sword at him and he's grappled. Doesn't make
you
sense.
can still unarmed Striker, can't you?
Yep, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can escape, and we'll keep your roll, that escape roll, if you want to escape back on your turn. The vampire's turn is over. Let's go to Shaq.
Did he do any damage to me?
Nope, no damage.
No damage.
Because he chose to grapple you instead of doing damage.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go to Shaq.
Yeah, I'll run upstairs, I suppose.
Okay. Shaq will say you get here. Do you want to cast a spell or do anything? Or shapeshift or anything like that?
Can I move any farther?
If you dash, we allow you to get up to like here if you want to. What's your movement speed? Is it 35 as a Goliath? I think it might be because you're kind of a larger creature.
Where do I see that?
It's on the character sheet.
On your character sheet, it's next to your proficiency and the hit points.
30 feet?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be hardcore about it. Where do you want to... This is our first battle, guys. I'm trying to be nice. So where do you want to go?
As close
Shaq.
as I possibly can.
Do you want to
I'm gonna
shapeshift at all as like a bonus action?
Yeah, I want to go direwolf here.
Okay. We're going to... So what we'll do right now, if you like this model, otherwise you can create your own model in Hero Forge. And then what I do is I link all your models together. You can right-click and then change your model to any of the variant models I have over here. So I'm going to pull up... I'm going to just go over to this side of the table right here. I'm going to copy and paste it. And this is what it's actually like
awesome.
a larger model like that. We'll say you can get up to here, but you see Lucius is this vampire is kind of surrounded. You see him actively grappled with Tog, Berserker Tog, but you can't really attack him though. Right for this round, is that okay?
Yes, so.
All your giant body like shifts, your bones crack and dislocate, and all your hair just pops all around you and covers your whole body, and you growl menacingly at the vampire spawn. We're going to go to the top of the round to Toggle. You're grappled. Do you want to break the grapple? Or you want to just punch this guy?
I'll break the grapple.
Okay.
So I'll pull out the grapple. So
you already rolled on it. We'll count that roll. So the grapple's broken.
All right.
So I'm going to just remove that status icon. Now what do you want to do? That was your action.
Yeah. I can only bonus action it.
Yeah, or yeah.
Yeah. So.
Or you can move, but you'll provoke an attack of opportunity.
What I'll do is, because I see that there's a big wolf trying to get into the fray, I'm going to move slightly around again, but staying in range of him. So more
moved a little
people can
bit.
get in.
Try.
And then I'm going to... Can I actually don't know. I need to double check. Bonus sections... Yeah, screw it. I'm going to frenzy attack. So I'm going to get a normal attack.
Go for it. I'm not super familiar with all the barbarian stuff, but I'll read it up before our next game.
Natural 19, so 26.
Awesome. With your magical weapon?
With my magical weapon.
Yeah, do some damage, my friend.
12 points of damage.
Kicking butt, dude.
I've max roll every single roll.
Maybe this vampire does have some coin. I don't know.
Obviously.
Yeah. Getting him excited.
You heard a little jingle in his pocket, maybe. Get you all riled up.
Frenzy.
Is your turn over, Tog?
That is the end of my turn, yeah.
Let's go to Ireena.
So I'm sorry, I'm using my laptop as my second screen. So
I
I'm
know.
switching
It's
back and forth.
challenging. We have Zoom, plus this, plus this. It could be a lot of windows if you're not,
Yeah.
I have 4 monitors I'm playing with, guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to move myself forward.
Okay,
Like,
you
I
can move
guess.
6 inches is your movement, right? Because you have 30 movement.
Okay.
Every inch
So
is 5
just-
foot.
Kind of behind the direwolf here.
Yep.
And I'm going to end my turn for now.
You sure?
Yeah.
You have as a bard, you have a bonus action to do bardic inspiration. Do you want to use your bardic inspiration on anybody? Like maybe Todd, who's getting, kind of maimed by this guy.
That's true. Yeah, I will use bardic inspiration.
Okay.
That gives me an extra die, doesn't it?
A
D8 on an
for 10
attack,
minutes.
saving throw, or ability check.
Yep.
So just remember that, Tog, okay? If you guys get bardic inspiration, remember that. I think there's a counter on the D&D Beyond system. It says inspiration. We can use that little counter too as well. It's just a kind of a checkbox counter, okay?
Yeah.
Are you done, Ireena?
Yes.
Lucius, you're up. Lucius?
Okay. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Make room for the doggy.
I think I'm close enough, so I'm gonna try to use inflict wounds, which is a touch.
Yeah.
Like I have to touch him.
Yeah, you got to get up to like here if you want to. You want to move into combat with this guy?
Nice and friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, remove your model there.
Okay.
Roll an attack roll, right?
14.
Do you have to roll an attack roll to touch him, though?
Yeah, that was an attack roll, I think.
No, he didn't. He rolled a damage. Oh, inflict wounds to hit? My bad.
It was no.
Inflict wounds is a melee spell attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you
put
have
down.
to roll an attack roll.
Did you roll? So you rolled an attack roll there, Lucius? Did you roll a d20?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 14. Yep.
He has a. Did I say 15 AC?
I
He has a
remember.
15 AC. So your roll
Miss.
misses.
Uh-huh.
You used it, but you used a spell slot, if I'm not mistaken, even though you didn't hit.
Yeah.
Okay. In third
I'm gonna
edition,
use
they had a touch AC, so it was different, So, but
I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack him with the sword.
with the sword, I don't think you
Yes.
can use a bonus action to attack.
I think
with
he
a weapon.
means spiritual weapon, I think.
No,
Oh.
Yeah, the spiritual weapon. Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead and roll for an attack.
Hold on.
As this dire wolf is growling right behind this weapon, trying to get in.
Just breathing.
Let's say 24.
Okay.
It's
9 damage.
Awesome. Add it to. Oh, it's since it's that's considered magical damage. So you add 9 damage to the 46 here, right? Let's go to Marcus.
Make the spiritual weapon float away.
You want to move? You want to move the spiritual weapon?
It's incorporeal, so it can be in boxes if it needs to be,
Or behind the guy.
or behind the guy.
The guy has he just came out of this box, right? Lucius, what do you want to do? Is your turn over, or are we moving the weapon?
Yeah. No. I either attack him with the sword as a bonus action, or I move it. So
Okay.
I attack them, so it's over.
Thanks, Lucius. Let's go to Marcus.
I dash forward and say, "Die, fiend!" And I just clunk, 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 but I can't make it there in time. That's
And
my
his-
turn.
And you look to your right as Ireena is like standing there, Marcus. As you're kind of dashing over there, the box erupts. Another vampire spawn.
No.
No.
I'm gonna change the model though, as he kind of glitches out a little bit. Let me change the model.
He's tripping.
He's tripping balls.
Sorry. I'm just thinking of this paladin all clad in armor and tonk, tonk, tonk across the wooden floor.
Oh, and I'm gonna stop my path here and whack it in the face.
Well, it comes out on my turn. So
Oh, well then,
So,
never mind. My
sorry.
guy stops right there.
yeah,
Shite.
he comes out, and I'm gonna assume he's going after Shaq.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll the first attack on to Tog. Do you want to use your reaction again, Lucius?
Right.
I think he might have DC'd. He looks glitched out. Yeah. Lucius, are you there? Oh no, he kind of DC'd.
Nope.
Yep, he's out.
Welcome to online gaming, guys. It's as glorious as our parents told us it would be. The first attack on to Tog. It's a 21.
21 hits.
So that's the first attack, and he's going to do damage on you. Let me see what the damage is here. Oh yeah, it's 1d6 plus 3. Plus, so he deals 14 damage to you. So it's 2d6 necrotic, plus 1d6 plus 3 piercing. Yeah, that's correct. The second attack comes out after you, Tog. 17. What's your AC, Tog?
16 it hits.
So instead of him actually attacking and doing damage, he's going to grapple you. So put out the grapple token if you can on yourself, Tog. He does a little bit of damage to you, though. The second guy is going to attack you, Shaq, as he sees this giant wolf, as you shapeshift into this giant wolf. Okay, attack number 1. 23, I'm rolling really well.
Jesus.
He does damage. 17 damage to you. Yep. And attack number 2 is a 7, which is a miss. My turn is over. Let's go down to Shaq.
I'm gonna bite this one who just hit me.
Awesome.
Was it him?
Yeah, it's this guy right here. So when we have new models, guys, we can just separate out the tokens and stuff, right? And by the way, you see the wounds on the other guy? Heal, right? By 10 HP. The radiant damage does not heal. Yeah, let's kind of move that right there. That's perfect. Shaq, what are you doing? You gonna attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna bite him.
Go ahead. Did you roll a d20?
That's just D20.
Yep. Now you add your strength modifier. It can either be your strength as in your Goliath form or the wolf strength.
It's +4 in Goliath form.
Awesome. Yeah, that's something I noticed with your characters. You picked a lot of stats like really buffs your body. That's cool.
Did I?
Yeah, you did a lot of you hit him for sure. Now, when you're attacking in your wolf form, Shaq, you get something called pack tactics. When another ally is near, you get advantage. So why don't you roll another d20? Because you could roll a natural 20 and that would crit the vampire. Second roll was a 9, so it wasn't a nat 20, but you still hit. Why don't you roll for damage now on this fresh vampire?
Is that 3d6?
I don't know. Let's take a look at the wolf
I think so.
thing over here. The bite damage is 2d6 plus 3.
I'm so sorry. Can you invite me into the game? My internet died
Yep,
for
you're
some
fine.
reason for a few seconds.
Yep. 1 second.
9 plus 3.
So sorry.
Did you do your damage there, Lucius?
Yeah, we got 9 plus 3. So 12.
Okay. So we're going to take out a fresh token there. Yep, perfect. Good job. We just need to flip it over like that. Got it? Perfect. You already see the wound of the bite mark, right? Beginning to heal. Now, I think, so in your wolf form, you get another special attack. Yes. If the target is a creature, it must succeed a DC 13 strength check or be knocked prone.
Ooh.
So I need to make a saving throw. DC 13. Okay. So I'm rolling the die right now. It passed. The vampire is too strong for you. As you just bite into it onto its arm. Okay. Let's go to the top of the round with just going to Tog.
Okay.
Let's bust out the rules book. What are we doing?
I'm getting a little annoyed with this vampire keeping attacking me, so I'm gonna scream even louder, go into a reckless attack, so I get advantage.
Yep.
So I get an advantage, and because I get advantage, because I took 1 point in rogue, I get my sneak attack as well.
That is correct.
I'm aiming for his jugular. So going for his neck is the way I look at it with my first attack.
Now you're grappled. Now, so here's the thing: you're grappled with him.
I'm grappled. I forgot I was grappled.
I thought you broke. I thought he broke that.
He did last turn,
got
but he
grappled
re-grappled.
again.
I got grappled again.
Sorry.
The villain likes you.
Yeah.
Snuggles.
6. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna just unarmed punch him in the face or headbutt him. As
That's a hit.
Grappling.
You hit headbutt him, so let's do some damage.
I should probably re-roll it because
Yep.
I say
You get advantage, right?
Yeah, you've got Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
17 to that hit.
Roll. So you have to roll twice, right? Because you have advantage when you're reckless.
Yeah, that's. Oh, he's a vampire. He's going to take half damage.
That's right.
Shouldn't have done this. So that's 6 points of damage to him. But it's halved, so it's 3.
Yep. Just let's add it to the token.
And I don't realize, so I'm gonna keep on wailing on him. Second attack.
Okay,
headbutt
great.
him again. 18 to hit. It hits. Rolled again. Is that rolling?
I don't think it's rolling. I don't think it's rolling correct. Oh, I think unarmed strikes, that is correct. It only adds your strength modifier, right? For unarmed attacks.
So yeah, I think I think you're right.
Yeah, so it's correct.
Yeah,
so
so
it's
it's
plus
just
4.
plus 4.
But 2 because it's non-magical.
But 2, but because I'm in a rage, it's plus 2 as well.
Yep.
To all attacks. So it's 3 again.
Awesome.
And I've got. No, I haven't got my offhand attack because I'm grappled. I can't attack with a weapon. So that ends my turn.
Okay. Let's go to Lucia. Ireena.
So, how close is the wolf to me?
You see you're flanking at him, so you're like,
Yeah.
You see this? That's how he's. The wolf is 5 feet away from you.
Oh, okay.
Shaq the wolf.
So I have a cantrip Sword Burst.
Okay.
It's a circle of spectral blades that sweep around me. Creatures within 5 feet must succeed on dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
Okay. So the vampire will try to make a save. He passes. He quickly dodges out of these magical daggers that begin to form around you. That's your cantrip. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah.
You want to do another bardic inspiration?
Yeah, I'm gonna do bardic inspiration to Shaq.
What do you say to him?
I say, take that bone and run.
Is your turn over?
Yes.
I don't
Lucius, you're
actually
up.
know. Do I still keep my bardic inspiration?
Yeah,
It's
for
not
10 minutes.
For 10 minutes. Okay.
Yep, 10 minutes. Yep. Lucius, you're up. Marcus on deck.
I was trying to decide. Okay, I'm gonna use Scorching Ray.
Okay.
I have to roll. Okay, a nat 20 on the first ray.
That's a critical. You have to roll to hit.
So the first ray deals 11 damage.
So how our criticals work, guys, we use buff criticals. How it works is that you do max damage with all the dice rolls. You've rolled like Lucius did with 46, so plus 11. And then plus any modifiers. Do you guys understand? So for Lucius, that would be 11 plus 24.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And radiant damage, correct?
No, that's fire damage.
Okay. So mark it on the red token.
That's only the first ray, by the way.
Okay.
Scorching Ray has 3 rays.
Okay. Second
Um,
attack.
The second one to hit is 23,
That is a hit.
so it hits. 9 damage.
Okay, you rolled 2d6 this time. Is that correct? Oh, so you rolled 46 before, but it's just 2d6, correct?
Because it was a critical. So
But how we do...
No.
You see what I'm saying, though? How we do criticals, you don't roll double dice, because you get max dice. So it's 12 plus whatever you rolled, right?
Okay.
6.
Yeah.
So before we kind of keep rolling, let's add the damage while we do it. So it's 12 plus 11. So add that damage here to this red token, right?
Hold on. 12 plus 11.
Yep. 23. The vampire is becoming badly injured. And then you just added a 9 as well? No, you're good.
I added 23.
Okay.
Okay. I
The
have
second-
one
the-
final ray.
Yeah.
13 doesn't hit.
Yeah, but your second ray envelops the vampire with holy fire, essentially, and kills him.
Oh, nice.
Hey, I'm not grappled anymore.
Yeah, I'm just going to move this
No more
grapple
hugs.
token over
About
here.
30
for now.
minutes before bedtime, okay?
Let's go down to Marcus.
Okay, I'm going to turn to this vampire here, which is the only one left. I'm gonna slide over. And then I'm gonna whack him with my big sword. So I'm gonna unsheath the sword. And you see it like shimmering with like a misty cold. And I'm gonna crack him on the head with it. I'm gonna use a great weapon master too, so -3
That's
to the
correct.
hit. So I'm gonna have to do it manually.
Yep.
That is a miss.
Okay.
And the second swing. That is a hit. 18.
That is a hit.
I'm sorry, 19.
Yep.
Okay. So let's 13. 18 plus 24 damage.
Add it to the token, please. Okay. So as this is all happening, this one vampire screams as it's enveloped by flames. You see your flame catch on fire to the adjacent cart over here. This adjacent crate. Another vampire spawn pops out. And one last maybe pops out over here as they all start kind of waking up to all the damage and commotion that's been caused, right? So that's one. You guys killed 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 4, 5. So there's been 5 vampire spawns so far. And, yep, they all wake up. One of them, as they come out of the thing, it says, "What is Strahd?
What is what, sorry?
What is Strahd?"
Here's Strahd.
Okay. I'm going to start off with the attack with this guy. They just come out. They're not attacking, though, right now. So this first attack is against Shaq. The vampire reaches out with its claw. With the 14. I think that's a hit, right? What's your AC in wolf form?
I think it's 14. Let me see.
Yeah, I think it is.
You take 17 points of damage in your wolf form. But remember, your wolf form has you have your wolf HP, right? It has to go through all of your wolf HP before it gets to your HP.
Mm-hmm.
The second attack, it tries to reach out to grapple you. And it does so. It's grappling a large creature, though. I don't know if there's any rules against that and so forth. But
Yeah,
you
there
see...
is.
Yeah.
If it's a size larger, then it has disadvantage on trying to grapple.
I hit with a... the way it's written, though, for this monster, if it actually hits you, it can just choose to grapple. Basically, vampires are like expert grapplers. Right? If you want to say that. And my turn is over. Shaq, you're up.
I bite this little guy again.
As you're grappled with him. Yep, go ahead and snarl at him and bite him down.
And he has Bardic Inspiration as well.
Yep, so if he doesn't roll high enough, you can choose to use a D8 to roll. So you rolled a nat 2. Not even Bardic Inspiration will save you.
Great.
A little taken off by this vampire diving onto you and trying to shove you down to the ground.
I'm gonna use my reaction again.
Okay. Gonna help him out?
Warding Flare. So the...
Next shot has
Fire.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to... and this guy actually healed some of those HP, that 36 over here. So he's actually at 26. I forgot to regenerate that HP. Let's go to... Shaq, is your turn over.
Yes.
Toggelrot, you're up. Tog, you're up.
I spin round, seeing that there's more popping out of crates,
Yep.
and kind of curse, and then scream at this guy as I charge at him in this corner.
Awesome.
And I'm just going to attack him like crazy. I'm reckless again, still.
He's like, "Where's Strahd?" as you attack him. "Who are you?"
And I basically just scream in his face. I'm in a rage. I'm just in a rage. I don't care.
Let's roll some attacks.
I'm just gonna swing down. Oh,
And that one pops up. But you get to roll with
Oh.
advantage because you're reckless. So roll again.
yeah.
A lot of dice rolling going on.
19.
Helps a lot when you're
Nice.
reckless, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's roll some
19.
damage. Yep.
That hits.
Let's pull out a fresh token too.
That's 9 points of damage to him. I'll pull out a fresh token. I'll put it on. Where do you want me to put it? I'll put it.
Yeah, just put where you think you know or it's going to be. We can move it over here just to kind of keep it simple. This is where the guy's at, so we'll move it over here.
All right, yeah. So
You take your axe and you
Nice.
splinter his torso as he begins clutching his entrails.
9 points. Gonna hold off on my sneak attack for a minute.
Okay.
Second attack. 15 and just see if I get that 20. 15. I think I missed, didn't I? Is that his AC?
That's a hit. His AC is 15.
That's a hit.
Yep.
15.
Yep.
Roll my damage again. That's 8. That's 10 more points of damage. With this one, I'll use my sneak attack, so I'll add an extra 4 points of damage.
Cool. You find a vulnerable spot on the vampire.
And with my bonus action, wait, do I still get it? I need to double check. Yeah, I do. With my offhand attack, which is non-magical, that's 8. 15. No, I'm not going to take the bardic inspiration. I just miss with my last attack.
Don't you get an advantage still, though?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you for reminding me.
I try to help.
21.
Because he gets advantage when he attacks you.
Yeah, he does. 21. So that's 7 points of damage. No, 7, 8, 9. 9 points of damage for... Do I round up or down? Because it's halved, because it's non-magical. So 4 points.
D&D, everything you imagined. A math class and a world of imagination all at the same time.
That's not bad, eh? 27 damage.
Yeah, you're kicking ass. Yeah, for sure.
That ends my turn.
Ireena, you're up.
Okay, I'm just gonna be tired of this vampire spawn in front of me. And I'm gonna use my circlet of blasting,
Okay.
which I can use my action to cast the Scorching Ray spell with it. When you make the spell's attack, you do so with an attack bonus of 5.
Okay. Roll it up.
Alright. I'm not 100% how to roll this one.
We're trying our best.
Just roll a d20 and add 5.
Okay.
You have to roll to hit for every ray, basically.
Yeah.
I think this is
Okay.
what Lucius just did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
You point
Alright,
out
so
and
14.
he has an AC of 15, so it misses. The streak
Damn.
of fire connects into this already burning crate behind you.
You got 2 more.
Yeah.
One more.
Okay.
What level is it?
Now, here's the thing. You're using a ranged attack, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You're using a ranged attack against this guy.
Yeah.
The problem with that is you get disadvantage on that attack roll. Because
Okay.
you're attacking with ranged attack into a melee combat fighter, right?
Okay.
So roll with disadvantage. It's okay, we're learning.
Yeah.
New classes, new characters, new things, new experiences.
So I'm just rolling another d20, right?
Yep, and you take the lowest of the two. Frowny face.
I rolled one of them instead.
11.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what I roll.
Unfortunately,
Well, a 5.
Oh my god.
you guys see all this fire starting to pour out of Ireena's magical item as the whole the coffin maker's shop is starting to go up in flames. As your turn over, Ireena.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Another day of adventurers. Just a wake of destruction in their path. Let's go down the line to Lucius.
Okay, I'm gonna invoke Radiant Soul.
Okay.
Which now I have wings.
Awesome.
I didn't
Just like your
before.
model. Cool. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
That's your
my
bonus
turn-
action?
No, that's my action.
Okay.
As my bonus action, I will attack this guy. Wait. Whoops.
Yep, you want to move up closer? You want to use
No,
the radiant,
yep.
the weapon here?
Yeah, the spiritual weapon.
Okay. Because you guys are all kind of surrounding this last vampire spawn who got caught out in the open a little bit as he came out of his crate. We'll move it like this so you guys can all get a piece of the action if you want. Okay. Is that your turn?
Hold on. I have to roll to hit the weapon. 16.
That's a hit.
And that's 6 damage.
The radiant weapon of light smashes into its shin, and gouts of blood, dark vampire blood, splats onto it. Is your turn over, Lucius?
Yes.
Is it radiant damage as well, or is it?
No.
Probably bludgeoning damage, I believe.
Yeah.
Did you add the damage to the token? The token is over here.
Hold on. I'm trying to see how much damage it was because I forgot.
Shaq, by the way, we made a mistake on your turn. I think you attack with advantage because you're surrounded, by the way, by allies, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to roll that next. We'll roll another attack just in case.
Okay, I added it.
Okay. Shaq, is your turn over, Lucius?
So sorry. Because I use Radiant Soul, it also deals extra Radiant damage.
Any weapon attack?
Any attack that I do.
Okay.
Deals extra damage, which is Radiant, and the damage is equal to my level, so +6.
So we're going to pull out the blue token over here, the one that he can't regenerate, and then you're going to add it. Okay. Awesome.
Next.
Marcus, you're up.
I cast Hexblade Curse on the vampire near me.
Okay.
And whack it with my great sword. Just I'm continuing to use the Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
First one's a miss. Second attack is
Hit.
A miss.
Because you use Great Weapon Master, right? -3 to the attack.
And I'm done.
Was that fun for you? Before I begin the turns with the vampire spawn, let's roll an attack from Shaq just to see if Shaq hit with using his advantage because we don't want to leave Shaq out. Shaq, why don't you roll that D20 attack again? See if we do a little extra damage to this guy.
There we go.
Roll 2d6 plus 3 and add it to the damage here as you're biting into him, right? Cool.
But doesn't it? He has a chance to knock him prone as well.
Well, he's grappled with him, so yeah, we'll allow it. I'll make a strength check. I
14.
He passes. The vampire spawn are all looking around, kind of stunned, a little caught off by guard now. Marcus knows that the vampire spawn are not affected by the sunlight in Barovia, so they can walk around in the daytime if they want to. And they just look around. This vampire spawn taking a little bit of damage from you regenerates 10.
You forgot to add your damage to this.
Yeah, Shaq's damage.
Yep. We'll wait till Shaq is done adding his damage.
And then take it away.
Yep. We're -10. This guy is pretty badly surrounded. These vampire spawn are like, this isn't the right time. And they jump out. They break through the windows on the top floor, the shuttered windows, and they seem to be escaping into the town. I'm going to allow...
Does that trigger a opportunity attack?
For that guy, no,
me.
but from yes. But the other guy's totally surrounded, so the answer is he can't get out. I'm going to allow Toggle to do it, though. Get an attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity. 20.
Awesome. And you get advantage on that attack of opportunity as well. Since you're reckless.
I'll roll it just in case.
Yeah, man, you got to hope for the crits.
I'll push space and it rolled it again. I've got to go back up through a list. What did I roll? 9 points of damage.
Yep, let's add it to the token. As the vampires are beginning to flee the battlefield. The other one looks around, knows it's surrounded. It's grappled currently with Shaq. So Shaq didn't choose to break out of it. So what he does is, and he passed his grapple check against Shaq, he shoves Shaq out of the way as his action. So he shoves him up against the boxes here. And now, basically, you're prone in wolf form. And he leaps out. He dashes out. There. All that provokes attack of opportunity. He's almost bloodied, I would say. Right? He's actually bloodied. So you guys might be able to kill him as he jumps out of the second floor of the building.
Sounds good.
So just to make sure if I didn't hear correctly, it triggers an opportunity attack, right?
That's correct.
Yep.
And Shaq can make an attack at disadvantage because you're prone. Essentially, he shoved you to the ground.
Okay, I want you. Hold on.
Well, while you're thinking about it, I'm gonna cast Smite on him too.
Okay.
20.
Where is he when I'm attacking him?
Well, if you kill him, he's like basically going to stumble in front of Shaq, just incinerated
Okay.
by damage.
Okay, I'm gonna use Sacred Flame. It's a Dex saving throw, 16.
Okay.
Right, you're not in melee range of him. You don't get one.
It's you guys have to understand. If attack of opportunity, it's just a reaction. So you just get to attack him with a weapon. You can't cast a spell, right?
I can because I have the
if
feature.
4d6.
I can because I have the feature War.
Warcaster.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it has to be in melee attack with you. It has to be in melee range with you to get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's correct. So you can't do that. So you can with your spiritual weapon, though. You can get an attack of opportunity with your spiritual weapon, right?
Is he considered undead?
No,
It says
he is
that
undead.
you
Spiritual
can
weapon.
you can use your reaction to make an opportunity attack to cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action.
Yeah, but
Yes.
but what
So-
Tog is saying is he's not in melee range for you to use that attack because you're not getting an attack of opportunity, Lucius. Your spiritual weapon is, not you.
Okay.
You see,
But your spiritual weapon doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
it doesn't.
I just did like 30 something damage, by the way.
Okay, so this is the
While you're
damage he has.
debating.
Okay, before we
Yeah.
continue, Marcus, I think, just like straight up holy smites this guy. And as like what we were saying, he just like as he turns his back and tries to sprint out the window, the vampire and as Lucius was trying to rules lawyer me a little bit, the vampire stumbles down, collapses, and just turns into ash right in front of you. Shaq.
With a wisp of cold as well, because it shimmers and is cold.
Combat is over. Unless we're jumping out of the windows to chase after the vampires.
As it ends, I'm just going to go to all the other boxes with my axes and just go.
I was like, calm down, we don't have much time. They said it's in one of the corner boxes.
Oh, I'm smashing the crap out of all the boxes just in case there's another vampire in them.
We have bone powder now.
And when I calm down, I take a point of exhaustion because I frenzy attacked.
Oh, you do? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Take a stack of exhaustion.
Is there a fire happening right now or no?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
assuming
like
you
a
guys.
big ass fire.
I'm assuming like they're just small little flames. They've kind of been taken out. It's raining outside as well. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The vampires that you guys killed just turned into charcoal, like blackness. Some of their bodies are there. What do you guys do?
I'm going to search the corner boxes.
I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good. just to make sure.
You're a little more cautious, and you think back, like, what was that trap maybe you stepped on, too, as you came up the stairs? Marcus, you find the bones of Saint Andreal in one of these boxes. It's a pile of bones wrapped in cloth. You have to assume it must be where your lead is taking you, and these must be the bones. But you can't know for sure unless you start really casting some spells or doing something to them. What do you guys do?
So I casted the Detect Evil and Good. Do I know? Do you know what it does? Just to make sure.
It gives a faint aura off. These appear to be holy bones that must be laid to rest at the Church of Saint Andreal, like Marcus was talking about earlier.
No, I don't mean like on the bones. I'm like
Okay.
the spell itself.
Attack good and evil was 60-yard range. If there's any undead or celestial or
Operations. It's 30 range.
30.
Oh, like the one that the paladin could do.
Yeah.
As a snapshot of the area, you don't sense anything unusual. And you guys look as Shaq is now a giant wolf. You know, he got grappled by this vampire. A little strange to see this giant Goliath transform into a wolf. What do you guys do?
We just search the rest of the place.
I'm
Yeah.
panting in the corner after my endless rage, and then see everyone starting to search, and then get a bit angsty and start searching as well. See if there's any gold, or especially any gold. I sift through the dead corpse that I killed earlier.
You find one of the large sacks had the bones of Saint Andreal. You find a sack there, Tog. It has 30 silver pieces and 12 EP, Electurium pieces. An ancient coin left over as a relic from maybe the old kingdoms. Somehow Barovia's been isolated in this distorted plane of existence. The coin, as you look at the visage of these Electurium pieces coin, has the visage of someone you have not seen. But when you were passing by the town square, remember you saw that statue? It can only be the visage of one person, Strahd von Zarovich. What do you guys do?
I bite down on one of the coins, kind of look at it a bit weird. I have no idea what it's worth, so I chuck them to Marcus as sharing out the wealth, and I keep all the silver.
Okay.
Can I roll for history to see if I know more about it?
About what? The coins?
The coin, yeah.
Sure, roll a history check.
So 9.
You can glean nothing of
Shit
history
rolls.
based on the coin. You
Okay.
know that the coin is made of the visage of Strahd von Zarovich. He must be quite the egomaniac. What do you guys do? What do you do, Shaq?
I'm gonna go downstairs to see if that guy's still here.
You go down and you squeeze through the form as your paws go across the wooden steps, with some slender grace. And you see that Marcus knocked him out. He's face down, still conscious and breathing. I mean, he's still breathing, but he's unconscious. And as you nuzzle him, you smell him. He smells alive, but he stinks of sweat. What do you do?
Nothing. I mean, I don't know.
After searching upstairs, I'm going to go into one of the other rooms. Like the room that was... I don't know how to pin. But
You just hit the F4 key. You want to search this room? Or which room are we searching?
yeah, this room. Yeah.
I mean, you guys just see, it's just coffin maker stuff. Like hammers, tools, coffins, nails. Nothing other than that really unusual. And you probably stole his pay that he had, right?
Probably.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna go back down and wake up that guy.
You guys want to go
Same.
back?
I'm going to go back down with him.
Okay.
The zone of truce to still be on. It's for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna go to the front door and just keep an eye out outside, just see if anyone's coming to the ruckus.
you see the vampires jumped out and they're just gone.
That's it.
There's like a slight residual mist that creeps across the streets. And they're just gone as quickly as they came, but they were hurting you pretty bad. It could have been much a dangerous fight, but they didn't seem to care, right? They just took off. And we're going to probably end the game there, guys, as we wake up Vandervolt for our next session, if you guys want to question him.
All right.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
That what it was? Was it Vandervolt?
Yeah. Vandervolt is the guy's name, the coffin maker's name.
Ah, right. I've heard that name before.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
did,
it was good.
yeah.
Cool.
Be good.
I'll see you guys next week, I guess, at 5 Eastern Standard Time as we continue our adventure and unravel the mystery of the bones of Saint Andreal.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right,
Nice meeting
cheers.
you all.
Yeah,
You
nice-
too.
Nice meeting you.
Agreed.
Yeah.